Okay, guys, back at you with AMZY and Amazon. With the tech murder, they didn't really get knocked down that much, but some. So 2.22 on AMZY down to 183.75. So I have a little bit that I wanted to show you guys in a minute, but I got to go build this chart. So hang on a second. I'm going to do it on my other monitor so I can show you this in a minute. I want to do a 5-year chart on Amazon and show you guys something when it's time. Let me just get it ready. All right, I got it ready now that I can pull it over when I want to do it. Okay, guys. So we're talking about 2.22 in Amazon, 1.9. So the underlying did bad or better. We're not capped. They added shares, but no trades. Now, this is a common theme that's going on here, right? That people are adding shares. Sorry, I had the microphone too close to my mouth. That's going to be loud, guys. Apologize. Okay, so they're not buying shares. I've seen that theme throughout what I'm doing. All that says to me, they added shares on Thursday. They're saving the money for Friday deployment. Some of these funds have already rolled their weeklies out to next week, such as Amazon, okay, and AMC. So what that means is with this fund money, likely on Friday as they get near the close, they'll decide on what they want to do. And I concur with that strategy. That there's nothing wrong with that, especially if things go down some more. But it's hard to tell. But remember, Amazon's got earnings, so we're going to look at how far out they are. So they added excuse me, they added 225,000 shares and that gave them some more cash. So if more people buy in today, then they're going to have money to maybe put on a small quantity of synthetics in addition to doing the more of the naked weekly calls, which remember the bulk is already rolled. You see all these 726s, but the extra income will allow them to do a synthetic and a small quantity of next week calls. Okay, so let's look at the weekly. So here's where we are. We're at 6% and 7% out of the money. Why? Because we're down here at 183, right? We're almost at the halfway point between 80 and 85, right? We're $1.25 below 185. So it's very likely that earnings are good. I just trust me. I think they will be. I say trust me. I have no idea, of the number, but I have a feeling they're going to be good. And good is okay. Good just may mean they pop back up into the 190s between 190 and 200. Excellent, fabulous would cause them to go up to 205 and we would outrun these guys. But I don't have a feel for that. My gut says it's favored positively, and if we're in the mid 180s going into next week and they report, we could jump back up in the 195 to 200. And as long as it stays around, those guys will make our synthetic back up. Volatility is increasing. Look at this range. We're almost 44 on volatility, and the 52-week low and high, look at that. It doubled from 22 to 49, more than doubled. But look at where we are. So that's indicative of highs, and this thing's going to move 5, 7% one direction or the other, probably up or down based on the perception and the guidance of the earnings. Well, guidance can't look that great, but if they actually do good in the quarter. And by the way, I think I answered it in a comment, guys. Their Prime Day, I did a little news, and unfortunately, I had already done the Amazon video. So they had like 7.92 billion was estimated in sales on their opening day on Prime Day. I don't fully understand Prime Day versus, when they had Black Friday. I mean, I know what Prime is. I'm a Prime member, but I just don't keep up with all. But I happen to do some news item researches. So it's probably got a second day of activity now. But I just wanted to say that was above their expectation. So again, their retail is a portion of their income. Okay. So they're looking at for $1 as a consensus estimate on the 25th. Let's see if they stick to that date. Um, all right, let's jump into holdings because holding tells us in more detail. Okay, when we're pulling back, then look at the chart on the synthetics. I mean, we're trending the wrong way, but that's what happens when you go from close to 200 and you start moving down, right? Down, 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 194, 192. Now we're at 183. So you're accumulating debt, right? It's paper debt, but one bounce back up into the 190s and you're out of all that. So on the weeklies, we look pretty darn good, even though these, okay, are six more trading days because they rolled. We've captured, which is hard to do with six trading days, 43 and 40% for a net 41.73, and they're both large quantity. One's just happens to be at 195 call and one at 197.5. Now, again, that's 7%, 5%. What did they tell us in the weekly? Yeah, 6 and 7. But the issue is, what does earnings do? But overall, they're capturing that million one, right? They could buy it back right now for 638 and capture 41%. But that's not what you want to do. Of course not. Um, so the other thing to really look out is payouts. Oh, I know what I wanted to do on the chart, guys, before I do payouts. So I got a 5-year chart here because as you can see on my weekly, I put all this 52-week data, right? So it's a year's worth of data. So I said, oh, they must be at an all-time high. They've been to 201.2. And I said, well, maybe I better check the chart if it's really an all time high, right? Maybe you would think it's an all time high because the NASDAQ has been going so strong. The money's been flowing into the MAG 7 until just, the last few days, almost exclusively. And Amazon is right up there. So what I did was I pulled up a 5-year chart. That's why I took a minute. Now I got to find it. Hold on. Oh, where did I put it? Guys, I tell you, just too many things going on. Now I can't find the darn chart. There it is. That's what I did. I put it behind. It's not GDXY. Okay, I'm going to do GDXY next, but I got a chart to show you. And why is that? Sorry, guys, I gotta do something here to get this on top. It's just not jumping up on top. There it is. Okay. So the purpose here is to do a little chart teaching with you guys on what I see. Okay. So first off, whenever you have a period, and this is not even what I wanted to do. Come on, chart. I don't want it in this way. I don't want it stuck in that piece. Ah, this is going to drive me nuts. This is OBS. I drug it over and now I'm getting all messed up. Guys, I apologize. I should have never done what I'm doing. I should have done it in a different way. All right, let me just get back. I'll do that next time because it just focused on the wrong thing. So let me go through payouts. Boy, did I get messed up with that, with the multi-screen in OBS, and I don't want to try and fix it. I just want to finish this for you guys. It's positive. So we got 40. Yeah, what I was going to show you is not earth-shaking. It's just a 5-year chart, and it's possible for an inverse head and shoulders out in the future for Amazon to do really well. But I will go over it. All right, so 46 cents is what we've collected. Now that counts us winning next week, right? So I see this just based on how we're trending, unless we come in and get a bunch of synthetic money, which we don't have right now, then I'm seeing about 71 cents. Again, it's early, right? We got to win these weeklies and all that. The only way it gets bigger than that is if we win big on the synthetic. It hurts our weeklies, but the synthetic is strong enough that we come out okay. And the timing of when and how that happens in these income funds is important, you know. Um, so, given all that, I'm seeing 70 cents. So, I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. To me, that's a positive. I don't have in front of me the mean and the average since I've only been doing this for a month. I have last month's, right, that I plugged in here. I have all the other data, but I see a 70-cent payout based on where we're heading and where we're going. So I thought I'd tell you that, share that with you. Again, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Have a great day, whatever it brings you. And even better, have a great weekend. And if you own other funds that are down, calm down, take a break, take a deep breath. Things will be okay. All right, people. See ya. Bye for now.